Hi there. It's Monday, February 9th, and I'm here in Rivendell with my cat and my massive pile of snow, which is all from shoveling the driveway and which I fully intend on hollowing out. Uh, I think the fish peddler is coming tomorrow, so hopefully I've cleared my driveway enough that he'll be able to get through and I can get some haddock. But we'll have to see, because a lot of the other roads haven't been cleared out either. Also, it might snow tomorrow some night. It might snow some more tonight, so we'll see what happens there. A couple of days ago, I went to my grandfather's funeral. His name was Donald. He was 92. It was all very sudden. Gray and I had gone to visit him a couple of weeks ago. My grandfather was quite a character. He was described as the unofficial mayor of Ellenwood Island. And this is an island about a little over a kilometer long, maybe a third or a quarter of a kilometer in width at its widest point. And that's where my dad and my aunts and uncle grew up. My grandparents fished for lobster out of a dory boat called the Beedo. That's B for my grandmother, Betty, E and D for their children, Ellie and Donna, and O because they didn't have any more children at that point, and they needed to add something to it or else it would have just been called Bed. When I was younger, my dad used to take us out to Ellenwood Island, to the Tusket Islands, in kayaks. There's some of the islands in that area have great names. There's Murder Island, Turpentine, Tarpaulin. There's Candlebox Island, which is just big enough for a lighthouse. And that's where my grandmother grew up, in the lighthouse. And then there's Outer Bald Head Island, which for a brief period, I think around the 50s, was its own independent nation called the Principality of Outer Baldonia. They had their own coinage. Their currency was called the tuner, I think. Passports. They had a navy with 69 admirals, and they declared war on Russia. So very impressive. I always liked hearing the stories about Tusket Islands, and when my dad was growing up and when my grandparents were growing up. My grandmother is still going strong. Hopefully, now that she's not taking care of Grampy, she'll be able to get out more, do some traveling. That's something that she's always wanted to do and never had a chance to. So after the funeral, everybody went over to Grammy's house to talk and to eat. She's got an amazing, beautiful old house on the mainland, Wedgeport. And she's got family right next door, which has been very helpful. So I was pretty anxious going to the funeral, being around all the people. Social gatherings have always intimidated me. I never know how to act, how to speak, when to speak, what to say. So I'm always a little envious of the people who I see making conversation naturally. There's a lot of people there who I hadn't seen in years, some I'd never met before. Almost all of them were related to me somehow. Everyone in my family is very friendly, or on that side of the family is very friendly and very talkative. And I always worry that they'll think that I'm stuck up or something if I don't talk, but then I don't know what to say, so I still don't talk. I think a lot of autistic people have this kind of social anxiety because it's so hard to know how people are feeling towards you, especially if you've been bullied or ostracized before. You start to worry that they're feeling negatively and that they don't want you there. I think I also get particularly anxious because I'm trans, and I worry that people aren't going to be okay with that. No one on my dad's side of the family has ever suggested that they aren't okay with my being trans, that this is a problem. Mostly they've been supportive and just really easygoing about it, so I should probably try to relax, but it's not easy. It was really great to see my family, who I haven't seen in years, especially my nephews. I have a lot of love for my family, and uh, I worry sometimes that that doesn't get across because I find it difficult to express that. So, uh, that's about all for now. I will talk to you later, and from me and Pepsi here, take care.